questions, guys? Charlie Potter, we'll start with you.
Hey, Brian. Just going into this second scrimmage, what's the biggest difference between the first and the second, and what do you want to maybe, I guess, improve on from the first to the second scrimmage?
The one thing we want to pull away from the second scrimmage is just obviously we want to see progression, on both sides of the ball. I would say mainly on the offensive side of the ball. I feel like we should make, a huge step from the first scrimmage to the second scrimmage, and I just want to see guys, go out there and compete, which we always do, but, just kind of compete at a higher level, to kind of see, where our team is, kind of at the end of the spring compared to, where we started in the spring. And so the biggest thing I want to see out of this next scrimmage is just, progression from the first scrimmage.
Go to Tony Sakalas. Tony, go ahead.
Hey, Brian. I just wanted to know, what have you seen from Jace McClellan this offseason and also last season as well? And just what are you expecting from him moving forward?
Oh, yeah, Jace has been a hard worker, ever since he, came in. He came in with a loaded backfield. He came in with a few guys in his same class, and, he worked his tail off and, to kind of create himself an opportunity last year, and which he's done, this spring. So the biggest thing for Jace, to kind of, keep working, with the loaded backfield that we have, as long as he keep working, I feel like he'll have a strong opportunity to, show people what he can do this year too.
Okay, we'll go to Michael Casagrande with AL.com.
You guys are 10, 11 practices into the spring. What's the biggest difference you've seen from the first to the 10th in this offense? Where have you guys come the furthest?
Just really the way guys are competing. We have a lot of fill-ins in places where some significant people left this past season. So just seeing the progression from guys from the first practice to the 10th practice, and guys learning how to compete against each other, and what it takes to be a good team, and how we need to go out there and work every day. So just seeing that progression from those guys is exciting.
We'll go to Cecil Hurt. Cecil, go ahead.
Brian, you could have graduated after last season, national championship, gone out with all that. What led to your decision to come back for 2021, and was it a difficult decision for you?
Just coming back, I knew it would be important for me, to kind of, do what I got to do to, set myself up for the next step in my life. And, I just chose to come back so I can, join this team, and, we can continue to work hard and, try to, push for another, good season. So, it's a lot that went into that decision, but, I'm glad that I came back.
Okay, we got time for a couple more. We've got one from Charlie. If we got any more, please use the raise your hand function. Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask you about Bryce Young and just what he's done from a leadership standpoint. How have you seen him be maybe more vocal and kind of take command of the offense this spring?
Bryce has definitely stepped into his shoes. He accepted the fact that he would being a quarterback, and he have to be one of the most vocal guys on the offensive side of the ball, and he's been doing a great job with that. And just me, being beside him, I just try to make sure I continue to just make sure that he's understanding everything that's going on around him, and with me having the experience that I have in the backfield, just helping him understand things, and him also helping me kind of understand what's going on around me more anyway. So the biggest thing for Bryce is to continue to grow as a leader, and he'll be great.
Go to James Fletcher.
Yeah, hey Brian, you've shared the backfield with some great running backs, and I was just wondering, who are some of the guys that have kind of mentored you along the way and helped in your development? And then how has that influenced the way that you've taken a leadership role this year with some of the young guys?
Like once I started getting recruited, I used to be around Derrick Henry a lot, and just watching how he did things around here and how he approached every practice and every game. That was a big way for me to just kind of see how things should be done around here. And when I came to Alabama, I was here with Damian Harris and Bo Scarborough and Josh Jacobs, and all of those guys developed great leadership roles around me, and just watching those guys have success at the college level and on to the NFL level is just it's very influencing, and I just continue to just watch and continue to learn.
Okay, we're going to wrap up Brian with Tony Sakalas.
Hey, Brian, we saw Najee kind of move into that kind of 3-down back. Was really involved in the passing game as well. Is that something that you'd like to incorporate into your game as well, just kind of catching out of the backfield?
Definitely, I would like to do everything that a running back can do out of the backfield. Whatever that may be, if it's running, catching, blocking, or whatever feature back should do in the backfield. So that's definitely something I want to bring into my game. Catching the ball, picking up blitz, and obviously having great success in the run game.
All right, Brian, appreciate your time, guys. We'll be back with Brian Ray here shortly.